Hi, I'm attorney Jennifer Nagel. I'm a family law and estate planning attorney in Glendale, California. I am going to discuss a Moore-Marsden analysis in a divorce case. What is a Moore-Marsden analysis? The Moore-Marsden formula is a California community property apportionment method used when one spouse bought real property before marriage, separate property. During the marriage, community funds, wages, etc., were used to pay down the mortgage principal and/or improve the property. At divorce, the community may be entitled to a share of the appreciation as well as reimbursement for what it contributed. There are two key cases on this issue. In Marriage of Moore, 1980, 28 Cal.3D 366, the court established that the community gets a pro rata share of the property's appreciation based on the percentage of principal paid with community funds. In Marriage of Marsden, 1982, 130 Cal.App.3D 426 clarified that the ratio is applied to total appreciation during the marriage, not just the equity at marriage. To the formula is the community interest is principal paid with community funds divided by the purchase price multiplies by the appreciation. The principal paid with community funds results in a reimbursement of dollar-for-dollar contributions. Here's an example of these rules. Husband buys a home before marriage for $200,000. He puts $50,000 down, separate property, and finances $150,000. At marriage, the mortgage balance is $140,000. During marriage, $40,000 in community funds are used to pay down the mortgage principal. At divorce, the home value is $500,000. No major improvements were made. The first step in the analysis is to determine separate property and community contributions. In our example, the separate property contribution is the $200,000 purchase price minus the $40,000 community property paydown equals $160,000 as an SP contribution. The community principal contribution is $40,000. The second step is to calculate the appreciation during marriage. The appreciation is $500,000, which is the value at divorce, minus the $200,000 purchase price, which equals $300,000. The third step is to determine the community's interest in the appreciation. This is determined by using the ratio, which is the community principal paid divided by the purchase price, which is $40,000 divided by $200,000, which equals 0.20 or 20%. The community's share of the appreciation is then 0.20 times $300,000, which equals $60,000. The fourth step is determining the total community interest. The reimbursement for principal paid is $40,000 plus the of appreciation, which is $60,000. So the total community interest is $100,000. Finally, in step 5, we address division. Since the community interest is $100,000, each spouse gets $50,000 from that amount. The remaining equity belongs to the separate property spouse.